We're back now, and I'm joined by Mira Kopik with SDSU and Bottom Line Marketing for this week's Friday Business Report. Welcome, Mira.
Hi, Ebony.
So 2018 turned out to be a great year for the San Diego International Airport. Officials there are saying it was once again a record-breaking year when it comes to travel. So what are your thoughts? Do you think it's likely this momentum will continue?
You know, as far as it goes, it seems like it's going to continue in 2019 and 2020. And what happened was there was a 10% increase in passenger air traffic, really driven by international routes. So routes to Germany, to Canada, to Mexico. 16 new routes, both domestic and international, were opened. 15 of the 17 airlines at the airport saw traffic increases driven by Southwest Airlines, Alaska, and United in particular. And one of the big things is that, and why I think this is going to happen and continue, is because this week Southwest Airlines announced new routes to Hawaii from San Diego, which will be a great place to kind of start summer vacations from. Some of the reasons why this happened, I think, is not only the reimagining of the airport with the construction of the new rental car terminal, the new parking, and Terminal 2, but also they're looking to expand Terminal 1 by adding 11 new gates and really creating a whole new customer experience for travelers. And what helps fuel some of this is not only San Diego Tourism's marketing campaign to bring in visitors. Cruise ships have actually increased the number of cruises they're leading out of San Diego, upgrades to our local attractions like SeaWorld and Legoland. And San Diego is a great place to start your California vacation going from south to north. So I think the airport's well suited for the next couple of years.
So it sounds like the efforts are paying off there. So switching gears, if we may, to 5G technology, which has been a big topic of discussion last year and continuing into 2019. It was also the major focus for a trade show attended by Qualcomm this week. So how important is it for San Diego-based Qualcomm to be a leader when it comes to 5G technology?
Well, 5G technology is going to be the pace-setting technology for any device and pretty much what's going to power the world going forward. So this is a bet the farm strategy on from Qualcomm's perspective. And this is after a couple of years of them not being able to acquire a large chip manufacturer in Holland, being potentially acquired by a hostile takeover. So finally they've had to refocus on what they do best, and that is product innovation, and 5G is the right thing. 5G, just for everyone, is kind of the super fast chip and really reliable wireless networks that not only are for mobile phones, but they're for always connected computers, for cars, for augmented reality and virtual reality devices. It is a really broad application technology. A lot of people, as you mentioned, are fairly skeptical of it rolling out this year, but in this Congress, Qualcomm announced 6 new product innovations, and we're just going to focus on a couple of them right now. The first one is on their mobile chipset. So right now their 5G mobile chip is a single chip. They announced a new technology that allows the modem to fit on one silicon chip that contains a lot of applications. This will help manufacturers build new mobile devices faster. 20 manufacturers have already signed on to use Qualcomm's 5G chipset, and 2 of them at least are going to launch new products this year, Samsung and LG. So that's one big announcement. The second one was around the always connected computer. Not only are they going to be able to match fiber optic broadband download speeds, but they're also going to improve battery life with this chip. So this is a huge thing, and Lenovo is going to be the first one using that chip with their new computers rolling out at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. So Qualcomm has done some pretty amazing stuff, and some of their other announcements were related to the automotive sector, which are pretty exciting, and we could talk about at a future date.
So exciting news for Qualcomm there. So lastly, moving on to Weight Watchers. It was a tough week for Weight Watchers. The company stock took a big hit, and some experts are blaming recent rebranding. And now news is that the company is reaching out to powerhouse Oprah Winfrey. Is her popularity enough, in your opinion, to turn things around?
Well, Oprah became a stockholder of Weight Watchers a few years ago, and her star power really helped fuel the turnaround, brought in a new CEO with turnaround expertise. This person came out of the entertainment business. She rebranded the Home Shopping Network to HSN, but in entertainment, people are used to three-letter acronyms: CNN, CBS, NBC. So the paradigm shift wasn't that big. Here, you have a couple of things that are happening. Although 60% of Americans are from overweight to very obese, most Americans are looking to diet. The diet landscape has really changed. The word diet has kind of become a bad word, and that's kind of what Weight Watchers is all about, counting points between free fitness apps. Changes in Americans' perspectives on wellness, like gluten-free diets, have really changed what Americans are kind of targeting. So Weight Watchers had to change. And so by going to WW, they wanted to focus on wellness. And the new CEO brought in, not only changed the program a little bit, but really added a lot of value to their online app. But with the shift to WW, it's very hard. It's very rare that a company can change its name and still preserve its meaning from a brand perspective. If you go back to 2009, PepsiCo renamed Gatorade G. Nobody was calling Gatorade G. And if they weren't the #1 player in the category with an over 80 share, it would have been a really difficult thing for Gatorade. As it was, they lost over 5% market share. Here, in a very tough and competitive market, what happened was the new name change didn't resonate in the most important quarter of the year for Weight Watchers, which is the first quarter. After the holidays, people are looking to lose weight. They lost 10% of their subscribers. Their stock price, as you mentioned, went down 35%. And what they're doing is they're rethinking this WW, and they're changing the tagline to say WW, Weight Watchers Reimagined. So the Weight Watchers is still connected. And Oprah is going to make her big debut in a big campaign starting in April, which is the second most important season for a company like Weight Watchers, which is the pre-summer season.
So we'll be watching to see if they can turn things around. Mira Kopik, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Ebony.